Set in Scranton, Pennsylvania, the show is about a paper company branch, also known as Dunder Mifflin, in their everyday work life. Here we have 15 characters. They are Michael, Jim, Pam, Dwight, Oscar, Stanley, Kevin, Kelly, Ryan, Mangela, Andy, Creed, Meredith, Phyllis, and Toby. As you can see, there are 2 times as more men than women in this show, which already gives an example of gender inequality. Not only are there more men, but all of the women are mostly safe in the bubble of feminism and androcentrism. They all have long hair so they don't look like men. Most of them are fairly skinny because if they weren't, they would be shown as comical and not taken seriously. They are all shorter than the men because if they were taller, it would show woman dominance, which would also not be taken seriously. They also all wear makeup. Because of pressure from mass media, peers, family, and school, androcentrism tells them they are forced to pay more attention to their looks and appearance. They also always wear skirts, never dress pants to work, just to enforce femininity in androcentrism. The only exception would be Meredith, who prides herself on not being as feminine as the other women in the office.
Oscar's allowed to wear sandals, but I'm not allowed to wear open-toed shoes. Is that how it goes?
Meredith, your boob is out.
Fine.
No.
Meredith, too far!
Damn it, Meredith, where are your panties?
It's casual day. Happy?
Toby!
Toby?
Not only are these women stuck being feminized, but they are also devalued by their male peers in the office.
Based on stereotypes that are totally untrue, that I do not agree with, you would maybe not be a very good driver.
Oh man, am I a woman?
In this clip, Dwight automatically devalues women by assuming that they are bad drivers. While it may seem like these women do gender very well and stay in the bubble of femininity, there are times when they do undo gender, such as when they show anger.
Shut up, Angela!
Here, Meredith is breaking out of the bubble of femininity by showing the only emotion women aren't allowed to show, anger. Also, it's being shown as comical, not serious. Although the women are negatively sanctioned for showing anger, for the men in the office it's completely acceptable. In fact, it's the only emotion men are allowed to show without being negatively sanctioned.
Jim is gone. He's gone. I miss him so much. Oh, I cry myself to sleep, Jim.
False. I do not miss him.
For the men in the office, they do gender more than they undo gender. For example, pants and shirts, no flamboyant colors or light colors whatsoever. They are emotionless compared to the women in the office. They are all taller than the women in the office, and not are all muscular, but they are toned and perceived as stronger than the women. Now back to the picture from the beginning. As we've pointed out, there are more men than women in the cast, but not only are there more men, but most of the cast is white. Even on the DVD covers for the seasons, we are shown that the cast is generally white, and more importantly, generally white males. In fact, it's not until the 7th season DVD that we see an African American shown as a main character on the cover. The only non-whites in the cast would be Stanley, Kelly, and Oscar, none of which have any power or high position in the office. As if it wasn't bad enough for Oscar, the producers of the show decided Oscar would be gay, to which he gets made fun of regularly.
Oscar, would you reach over and touch his thing? That's what he said, right, guys, because of gay?
Along with Meredith's clip, instead of taking femininity or homosexuality seriously, it's used as a comical sense. We, as an audience, are expected to not see Meredith as an angry woman, but we're supposed to see her as funny, along with Oscar's homosexuality. It's not to be serious, it's supposed to be funny and laughed at. Although The Office is funny and by far one of my favorite shows, it is just one of the many television shows out there that is gendered. After having to do this project and seeing how gendered and androcentric the show is, it surprises me how invisible gendered and androcentric themes are to us. Hopefully now, after seeing the examples in just this one show, you will be more aware of the androcentric themes in the mass media as a whole.